to it. 15. Advanced Staff. I'm probably going to play Stoneforge Mystic as well. I think those cards just go really well together. I was taking a shower earlier and I was thinking about it. I think Mana Acceleration makes Staff better as well. Like, one of the problems with Staff of the Storyteller is you need a lot of mana to make it go. So let's see. No hierarch. No hierarch. Yo, what's up, Bribblack? Hope you're having a good one. It's a prelim. I'm probably going to join the prelim and see if it's close to firing. Don't think I'm going to play Daze. I don't like Daze with Staff. I think it doesn't work great. Like Plows. Staff Storyteller. Kaldra Compleat. Like Kaldra Compleat, Batterskull, and maybe Trailblazer's Torch. I might sideboard the Trailblazer's Torch instead. It is story time, yeah. I don't have any actual stories to tell right now, but... Uro, I really like at least the first Uro, if not two. Probably about two. We need enough cards that actually do things, otherwise we'll just end up with a deck that just draws a bunch of cards and has nothing to do. I think Wandering Emperor as a one-of makes sense. Gives you some nice outs to some weird stuff that you might not anticipate. What's up, Big Rich? Hope you're having a good one as well. Alright, what else was I thinking about? I was thinking about a lot of things. Just... yeah, Stoneblade. Let's see. There's a version from Japan that played Displacer Kitten combo. That's kind of interesting. But it wasn't banned, it was just Azorius. Wait, no, it was banned, but it doesn't have Noble Hire. I don't really want to go through that clicking right now. But that is something interesting to think about. Also, I do like the retrofitter setup for this sort of stuff. So I think we'll try to splice it into a 3-color deck. It might be a little bit awkward. I'm not going to play Wastelands, and I think I have to play a lot of dual lands as well. I'm not going to play Mystic Sanctuary or anything like that. So that's what's going through my head. I think one forest, one of each. I'm not going to play like Supreme Verdict or anything like this in this deck. I think the plan is mostly to just kill their stuff normally and play a normal game. Retrofitter. Prismatic Ending. I mean, obviously not having Pyroblast kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So this is like 11 cards. Oh, that's how it did. This Japanese list is a Yorion deck. I was wondering how they fit so much stuff in. Now it makes more sense. They're just a Yorion deck. Rainforest. I want to play a Caracas, I think. Do I have enough ways to actually win? I can draw a million cards, but after that, what happens? This might be a knock versus the Noble Hierarch Uro thing. Because most of the cards I want to play are Azorius. So maybe the solution is not to play Noble Hierarch and Uro, even though I do think Uro's still messed up, obviously. If I cut Noble Hierarch and Uro... there's not a lot of appeal to being straight Jeskai either, or straight Azorius either, rather. I think Polymorph is unplayable, honestly. Like, that's a 4-mana blue card that literally dies to literally every point of interaction except Graveyard Hate. Five, 11. Yeah, doesn't really work. Is Uro a sacred cow is the real question. Guess it might not be, right? Or 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 green sources, but that's still low. Is there a solution to this problem? Do I need to play Noble Hierarch? That's the question. Is there a better way to build this? What if I'm just straight Azorius? I guess. Or just touching a small amount of red for blasts and not be banned. I guess that leads me back to where I was before with Jeskai. Don't know if I need to do that again. Let me see if there's another list. Okay, Stoneforge, True Name, Uro. They don't have Staff. Playing Daze and Stifle. Also don't have enough lands in their deck. Okay, I think the solution is I don't need to play maximum Staff in my deck. In the main deck anyways. But I'm just afraid of not having enough real cards. play one true name. I need to play Saga. Saga eats up a lot of space, but it's kind of good with no wire arc. What's up, Builder Burn? Hope you're having a good one. Happy Friday. Remember, if you all love the stream, you can support it by hitting that follow button. That's free to do and does help support the stream. This deck actually did feel pretty good when I tried it before. Maybe I'll go back to this and try it again. Just looking at between the two. What was the issue I had with this deck before? I don't remember. This looks a lot better than the Bant deck. Okay. I think I'm just gonna update this slightly and play it again. Right. It's kind of a debate. Kind of changed my mind and go back to StaffBlade, I guess, in general. I do think the it's just that the combination of Stoneforge Mystic plus Staff the Storyteller I think is just really, really strong right now. And I kind of think it's one of the best things to do currently. I'm gonna update slightly. Sort of like this, I think. Could play Minor Misstep over Spell Pierce in small numbers, that might be good. What's up, Lord Hermes? Alright, I think I'm going to cut one Pierce for... Or, actually... We are telling stories again. I want to see how many are in the prelim. Alright. I think I'll end up joining it. I might not get a match in beforehand, but we're still doing some work on the deck is why. I need to play 4 ending. Maybe not. Maybe that's the card I can shave one of. I need to play the Torch. Maybe. Sideboard a Torch. First ability better than second birth main. Not sure. I could. Well. That is a good question. I think it's better to sideboard Humility than a second Verdict because even the matchups where Vert's dead, it still has the characteristic. It's a blue card, which is force pitchable. Which is obviously not, like, not the most insane reason, or not the most... what's the best way of putting it? I don't know. I think I want to do it. I mean, is a blue card is worth a non-zero amount of legacy, I guess is the best way of putting it. Let's see. Do I want to play this Torch? I want to play the Torch, what do I want to play it over? My sideboard. I want to keep off the blasts, I think. What happened to our sagas? I changed my mind. I couldn't... Like, I think there is something there, but I don't know how to do it. Plus, I think Magus of the Moon and Blood Moon are a top-notch card at the moment. So that's what I'm doing with my brain right now. Alright, I'm not going to play the Torch, even though I think it's close. I mean, you can play Meltdown and Saga in the same deck with the intention of not doing your Saga stuff until you Meltdown. Very good, no Mystic Sanctuary. I don't think Mystic Sanctuary is that appealing in this deck either, but I could be wrong there. Wait. Jeskai, StaffBlade, V2. Right. Add missing cards. Yeah, I am mana hungry. That's the problem, I think. Well, I might work on the Bant thing some more when I have more time. Waking up a few hours ago and getting into the shower like an hour ago and thinking that Bant's good, but then realizing that I don't exactly know how I want to flesh it out leads to a lot of problems. Like, I guess I just don't have enough time to figure all that out within like 20 minutes. I think it will just lead to kind of a bad deck if I do that. But it's in the waiting queue, I guess. So I would put it. Supreme plus firing. It's at 4 people. Yeah, I think you can do a few more things in Legacy right now than you could before. Oh, do I want to PR somewhere? Try. Alright. So this is what I got. I think I am going to join the prelim with this deck with basically no practice. I guess I played it a bunch before. Good humility setting. Yeah, I think humility is very good right now as well. Which is kind of funny to think about. Alright, let me get the deck in. I signed up for the prelim that starts in 15 minutes. But it's at 5 people, so there's like I guess there's a chance it doesn't fire as well. You can click, hit Control A, and then drag. Does it need 8 or 6? It needs 12, weirdly enough. I don't know why it needs 12, but that's how it is. Glad you sub for this. Why is that? Where's the deck? I need to get rid of some of my old decks. There we go. Can someone let me know if the deck list updated real quick? When I do it again, I'll make a note of exactly how it is. Like it's in my muscle memory, so it might be slightly off. All right. I really want to start a match with Troll Mids to go. It's kind of dicey. All right. Probably don't, but what we can do is do another Sporacle. We're waiting. Looks like it updated. Cool. Wow, you're so close to the points, aren't you? Alright. 1 Sparkle that will start. 6 out of 12 with 12 minutes ago. I don't know. That's like probably a coin flip to actually work. Maybe less than a coin flip. Oh, open all has been triggered. Alright. God dang it. Alright, how many do I have? Alright. You all ready, chat? We do have to open all. Open all these 109 chests. Alright, what do I got? 1,200 play points. A bunch of useless avatars. Alright. Yeah, you got beaten to the punch. I'm gonna have to raise the price again. Alright, a Court of Cunning, Brotherhood's End, Enlightened Tutor, Fable, Force of Will, Gix, Grief, Koth, Whale Unbinding, Lord of Third Path, Mirren, Tyrannix Rex, Worldly Tutor, Enjoying Steadfast, Out of the Dawn Sky, Chance for Glory, Dowry Guys Reincarnated, Dragon Whisperer, Erebos Bleak-Hearted, Garth, Kenrith, Koma, Minxin Boo, Neheb the Eternal, Nicol the Dragon God, Temporal Mastery, Warden of the First Tree, Altered Ego, Angelic Captain, Angelic Chorus, Angor Turtle, Angie Maid of Dishonor, Archivist, Ascendant Evankar, alright, Ashmore Liege. I'm gonna stop saying each individual name, there's too many of them. Anything else notable? It's like a lot of not very good cards now. Dressstone maybe is non-zero. I got tired of it real fast. Yeah, Storm Thief just redeemed it. There were some nice hits. There was a Fable, there was a Grief. There's a lot of not very good cards. Maybe Pact Negation Zone 0. Yeah, there's a regular Iaganjo and OG Iaganjo. There's an Eidolon. There's a Goblin Rabblemaster. There's an Elder Dragon Lore, which I think is a cool card. Thought Monitor might be non-zero. But the notable hits I think are up here. Force, Grief, Fable, This Brotherhood's End, 1,200 play points, Mirrex, Lord of the Third Path. So, pretty good one. Reading of the Phone Book. Leyland Binding is a lot, yeah. Turns out the card's really good. Oh wait, there's 2 Tyrannix Rex. I hate the avatars, actually. I wish they just wouldn't be added to my account, or that they were worth anything, or that they were even like, these avatars used to have abilities. Yo, what's up? Monkeys Can't Cry. You can, well, so a lot of them are tradable, if I recall correctly. Finding your no Atraxa, they were really good. Yeah, I think it's good. So now I'm cleaned out on that. Actually, let's see how many avatars I have that are tradable. See, avatars used to have abilities, which was kind of cool. Like, Avatar is like a weird, goofy format where you could play with something that gave you abilities was cool. And now it's just kind of whatever, you know? Let me see, there used to be other avatars with abilities. Let me find all of them. Alright. Yeah, like this. Oh, there used to be alternate arts, like... Well, yeah, more like Hearthstone, I guess. They were... They weren't even part of your deck, they just were there, and they affected your deck. Like, this one used to be pretty good because it was +1 card, +7 life, does a bunch of stuff for your creatures. I guess I'll tell the story of the one that I used to think was one of the more broken ones real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so this one was actually really good if you named Elf, because you could go like turn 1 birds, turn 2 Wirewood Symbiote, and Symbiote could return itself because it was now an elf, and you could keep on tapping the birds, so you could just get Infinite Storm on turn 2 and like Brain Freeze your opponent out. So that was one of the better decks in the format. Like Seshiro Elves was a very, 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 very good deck because of that weirdo interaction. Satan? I don't know what Satan is here. If you mean Seshiro, yes, the answer was Seshiro was good for the reason I described. Whoa, this is... I've never seen anyone use this avatar. Well, I didn't even see Satan when I searched for Satan as an avatar, so... Right. We're at 6. Probably like 50-50. Well, it's probably less than 50% nullifier now, but... I think that might be Satan the card itself. I don't think it's an avatar. Yeah, it's not an avatar, it's just a creature. There's no avatar that does that, I think. It's on Hierarch. This one was actually weirdly good because it was like a free sack outlet. Like, it did a lot of weird stuff. There was like a Stompy deck with this one and like Fury of the Horde. Let's see, what else can I remember? I want to say that a lot of these were not very good. Any of your FKP may put a +1 counter on target creature control. Any of your FKP may put a charge counter on target for enemy control. Yeah, it would be nice if they... The problem is, like, they cannot bring that stuff back because there's no, like, modern era avatars that do anything. All of the ones that do anything are, like, old. Like, I think this might have been one of the last ones they printed that actually did something. You know? And that's just kind of how it is. Maybe this is one of the last ones. Corona is a cool card. Corona was also like one of the weird Momir cards that introduced so much variance to the game. If anyone hit Corona, like the game just got super weird. In Momir. Miri the Cursed. I used to love Jai Ballard. Like the card from Time Spiral, and I don't know why I love this. This was kind of interesting. Like the rate on this card is not, the rate on this avatar is not particularly good. Like if you activate from 1, your expected amount of damage is 0.5. You know, of course, if you just increase it by like 1 mana every time, you're increasing expectation by 0.5. So you're basically paying a mana for 0.5 damage, which is not a very good rate. But I suppose it is repeatable. I guess it's like, what's that Hearthstone hero that's like, pay 1 mana, deal 1 to something each turn? Like you can activate it once per turn? What's up, Bobby? I'm just telling a lot of weird stories because we're waiting for the Plume, which may or may not fire. Oh, it's probably going to fire. Mage. It was Mage Hero Power, that's right. What's Wild Frost? I might off stream. It's funny, I'm not a huge fan of those deck building. Oh, like, I think they're good, but I just don't like having to run through a game like 20 times to learn how to play it. Okay, so Bobby, there used to be like extended Vanguard, standard Vanguard, etc. That on MTGO that actually paid out prizes. Extended Vanguard was actually like kind of broken. It was like probably the same level, maybe a little bit worse than Vintage in terms of power level back then. But like, basically it played real prizes. Like it was pretty spiky. You know, it was actually pretty good, I think. Looks like this is going to happen. We're at 10 with 2 minutes to go. Did I finish the... No, we finished the Pioneer Sporkle last night, but there's a modern one which we might do between rounds. Like, spoiler, here's what it looks like. So we'll probably do that. These are like shockingly hard to do, honestly. That's what it looks like Sparkle plays, I suppose so. Alright. A few minutes to get 2 people. Oh, any Australians or APAC people, have they played the new set yet? IRL? If so, any thoughts? Oops, all Ragavans? You know what? Getting Ragavand... The mom aftermath thing is as well, which is like kind of the insane part of it to me. It's a small set that has a bunch of standard legal cards in it. Okay, Jeskai, StaffBlade, Pro, 1523. Alright, that's what I need to do. Sorry, I need to bump up the open all chest by 1,111 points. Which is not an insane amount. I beat this person yesterday. They were playing Boros Initiative. This hand is not good enough, I think. I'm just gonna mulligan. This is not great, but I keep on 6. I'll bottom of the Batterskull instead. Play Boros Initiative again. Guess so. Okay, it's fine. Let's have an ending. I guess they're 8 cast now. I do have the Caracas for Emery, which is nice. Are they trying to play Thoughtcast? You extremely cannot do that in the hand you have. Okay, now you can, I suppose. I'm actually relatively well set up for 8 cast. I wish my Maguses were Blood Moons instead in this matchup, but still think I'm in okay shape versus them. Cannier, Thought Monitor. Just gonna keep Emery off the board. The 5 card on turn 1 thing is not that common in Legacy, actually. It's specifically from, like, the Ancient Tomb / Lotus Petal style Stompy decks. Why not ponder in that spot? Why not ponder in that spot? We're gonna kill the Chalice, though. I think I'm actually in okay shape. They haven't really done anything threatening as a follow-up. Their hand might be stuck full of memories. Or something similar. We'll see what happens, I guess. This might be another Chalice on one, I guess. Which means what I'm gonna do is play Teferi this turn plus it. And next turn I'll unload my ones after I bounce the Chalice. Played 5 leagues in a row. If I did that, then there's a chance that they snowball out of control with the Emery. I don't think that's a good idea, Shop. What? I guess they drew only Emerys. Okay, what a fucking game to win on the draw. Question mark? Question mark. Question mark. What a fucking game that was. Right, what happened? My opponent was tired of getting their Emery Caracas, is what actually happened, I think. I think this is good versus them. This is fine. I think, like, Staff is not how I want to be fighting them. I think the games are too fast for that. Meltdown's good. I wish... This is a matchup where I wish I had, like, Engineer Explosives, I think. Rip is not good enough. Pyro... Like, so the weird thing is, I think Pyroboss is good, but they also lean a lot on... Oh. I think I'm going to do something like this. I think Rip is a trap versus 8 cast. It only affects Emery. Yeah, but I think it's nice to have a Meltdown and an EE versus them instead of just one. The two. I think Minor Misstep sucks on the draw. So maybe I do something like this. I think... Well, actually, Minor Misstep might just be garbage versus some period. Do I want Magus of the Moon versus some is the real question. It does answer all sagas, so maybe is the answer. So come in. Look at his Pierce. It's not great. Yeah, that's fair. Right. Put the dragon back in, I think. We're playing against 8 cast on the draw. We won game 1 after mulling because Caracas locked out their Emery and they didn't draw another gas card. They just had all mana. I think this is actually a trap hand. No, I think it makes sense to cut Pierce on the draw, but on the play I'll probably have to Pierce in for Chalice. Right, this hand's really good actually. Yeah, I'm playing Boros Control, bruh. That one can go. That's gonna be a problem. I think I'm gonna ending the pedal actually to cut off a construct, which might seem goofy, but okay, yeah, now I think I definitely get planes and ending the pedal. Yo, unban mental and stuff, welcome back. Why did they F6 instead of cracking it? You would rather that be in the graveyard for like Emery or whatever. So now they're trying to hit us full land. It's not a lock that they have Tomb, plus it does reduce the size of the constructs even if they have Tomb. So I think it is worth it. Yeah, sure. That's actually an insanely good draw. Mishra's Bubble is based on Urza's Bubble, yeah. Do I want to kill the Opal? Or do I just want to leave a blast? If I kill the Opal, they could get another one, but that's denying them a different card. I think I am going to kill the Opal. This is, like, more questionable to do, I think. I'm just going to leave a blast instead of pondering. Like, Island is such an insane draw here for me. Like, it makes everything work. Well, they didn't even have mana to activate to make a construct, right? That's why I was asking about it. Okay, they're forcing, and then now I can play Magus. Oh, they drew an island. That's kind of unfortunate, but it still walks out most of their stuff. It walks out all of their sagas and their soul lands, so I think it's worth it. What's up, Scrib Jones? Hope you're having a good one. Scribe Jones, Scrib Jones. Should I ponder looking for Stoneforge? I think I'm going to, actually. I don't really think I need to cast the Force of Will this game to win. And I afford all those dead draws. I mean, all my fetches are turned off, so I think I'm going to shuffle that. Alright, we can save that as a safety net. I don't need to cast it yet, I think. I want them to, like, deploy 2 more artifacts or so. Sure. Anytime Outlaw, sure. Do I want to Meltdown for 1? Or do I want to, like, try to get 1 more artifact? I think I want to try to get 1 more artifact. So I don't think... I mean, like, if I Meltdown for 1, then cash in the bauble. Okay, they keep drawing baubles. Okay. I get, like, 1 more meaningful artifact, like the Seed of the Synod, or something like that. I think there's a good chance they don't have Dismember in their deck versus me, which is sort of what I believe should happen relatively often. Because there's actually... I don't have many creatures. I mean, Magus is kind of insane versus them, you know? Oh wait, unban mental misstep, let me know if I show up in a chest for you. The turtle is 5 in a blue. 5 in a blue, convoke. Or no, improvise, not convoke, right. Whatever, improvise and convoke are basically the same thing. They should be bought. I think they're waiting to see if they draw a Kappa Cannoneer is what's going on. Okay, that's actually a good draw. No reason to cast it yet. I think I'm just gonna see if they're dead in 7 turns. Oh, they do have it in versus me. Alright, the Wolf Force. Alright, so they drew Cannoneer, but they'll have 1 card so I can Pyroblast it and untap and melt down their entire board. I guess I won't get that, but... Yeah, I got to get 1 bauble because of that play. Like, just waiting got me 1 more bauble. I mean, actually, it depends on what they drew here. If they drew, like, Psy, it might be sort of problematic. That is actually sort of problematic. Fortunately. I mean, I guess I have 4 plows still and 2 pyros. Let's see if I kill them before they can do anything with it. Okay, the problem is they can just replay Cannoneer now. Or bolts. I mean, Jeskai doesn't really play bolts, so... Alright, come on deck, give me something good. I guess that's fine. Well, the problem is if I don't, like, they can just draw another Cannoneer. I don't even necessarily have 7 lands to do the thing. So I think it actually was correct. They're not. They can get Shadow Spear and try to race. If they get Shadow Spear, this will become a 7/7. If they get Needle, they know about the Scalding turn, so I would happily... I would love if they did that, you know. But they're at 10, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. This costs 5 essentially, so I'll have enough left over. It's actually one of the better draws in my deck, I think. I think Plow is good, but it's less good than it looks. Because they do gain a bunch of life. But we can turn the corner pretty quickly, I think. Because I just hit them for 7, which is the life I gave them back. Oh, they have Brazen Borrower. That's not great for me, honestly. I guess I can't cast it. So I can just equip to Magus of the Moon, which makes it dismember-proof. That's bad. Use my one meltdown. Interesting. Do I want to play the Humility out? Probably. So we'll all have... So... I think I do, basically. So my next 2 draws are Hole Breacher, then Brainstorm. So I need to draw, like... Let's see, do I have Wandering Emperor in my deck? I don't. So I guess my best draw is, like... So I'll draw a Hole Breacher this turn. Okay. I don't want to trade off my Magus of the Moon because it's still holding off their like double blue cards. Okay. Still legendary, right? I think I'd probably lose now because of that, because all my cards are just bricks. There's a Pithing Needle and Kaldra Compleat. Without the Pithing Needle and Kaldra Compleat, this game's pretty easy, yeah. Like, I would have just equipped and my opponent would be basically dead. Well, kind of insane that I'm losing this one. Alright, I'm actually dead. Kinda sucks. I feel like I got kind of unlucky to lose that one, but... Maybe this is a reason I can't sideboard out all my staves, or at least have like Wandering Emperor in my deck or something like that. Because I kind of just died to my Flood. Okay, for those of you who are bringing up the Kaldra Compleat, there was a Pithing Needle and Kaldra Compleat. Well, I wouldn't have said anything, except it's literally been the 7th time someone has asked that. Like, the first few times, fine, but I don't know. Alright, good enough. Well, it doesn't bother me that much, but when I literally, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. What is Tyrannic random? Okay. Could dress down at my end step, which shuts off the Emery for 1 turn. Then I can... So what's the plan? That's good. Chat, y'all see what's coming? You get 1 turn with Emery, but that's fine. Because I'll kill it the turn after. I guess I could actually kill the Emery this turn. And that lets me get another basic. Is that worth it? Like, next turn I would be able to get a basic island off of that. Or should I just, like, send them to the Stone Age and force their force or whatever? Yeah, I'm not certain about that. I think it might end up being worse, but... Right, sure. I don't know. I think it's kind of close, to be fair. I was thinking about if I could wait a turn to get another basic, basically. And just ending the Emery this turn, which is also, like, sort of appealing in some ways. Okay, I guess if I knew I was going to draw another basic, it's fine. Alright. This time, I feel really good about my spot, but... I mean, of course it could go south, but... It's bad. I'm really annoyed. Probably gonna lose now. I don't really have anything going on. This is probably correct. Then let's get Kaldra Compleat. Trying to kill them before they get out of this. So cantrips are good draws. Let's see, how big is that? That's going to be 4/4. This can't get a basic, so I guess I lead with that and see what they do. They're down 3 Hydroblasts. That's like a weirdly strong draw right here. I guess I have a lot of hammers in my deck I could draw right there, to be fair. Like a cantrip's probably insane as well. Makes sense. They had Hardcast Force. Alright, they're at 7. What the fuck did they side out? Maybe they sided out Chalice versus me, actually. Being at 5 is not a lot of life for them. Making a construct, sure. We haven't seen Sai, but I think siding out Sai seems insane to me. Like, I think Sai is one of the best cards in the deck, personally. So, like, siding it out seems actually ludicrous. You know. Yeah, Shadow Spear again? Sure. Sure. So they know about the ending from a bauble, though. Maybe they lost track. I don't know. Alright, they at least go to 2, so it shuts off both their tombs. If I had known about that, I would have probably gone after that, but... No, they can only tap these. That's very funny. I think I just attack, though. Okay, well, now their goose is mostly cooked. I think, like, this matchup's probably good for me, honestly. Like, especially with how I'm built. Magus Immune's great, Meltdown's great. I have a lot of ways to shut out their endgame. Okay, why are you showing me that? I don't fucking care. Alright. We've squeaked it out, chat. Maybe... Wow, some people bet no. The disbelievers crumble. Disbelievers, you should crumble! How's it going? I'm 1-0 in this prelim, so pretty well. The record thing is still broken. MTG bots being fixed because there was a MTGO patch. Well, I opened all chests, so I can't open chests for people anymore right now. Because it's harder for people to kill it, Dr. Trunks. Now people are going to have Swords of Postures in versus a deck like this. It doesn't play well with Supreme Verdict, but I think if I have Magus versus them... Like, there's like a lot of decks that have Force of Vigor in versus me. Like, suppose you're playing against like Depths or like Saga Lands. We're on Staff. I'm trying a different version, sort of. I think Staff is just a great card. Well, it's not just Plow, it's more like 8-cast or those sorts of decks that I don't expect them to have a lot of removal versus me. So I think Magus actually shines. And I would expect a deck like Depths or something to have Force of Vigor in versus me. You know? Especially because I have Staff of the Storyteller in my deck. So if you play Blood Moon on top of Staff, you get obliterated by Fav. Whereas like Magus sort of kills your opponent. Anyways, that's a theory. Obviously I might be wrong, but I don't think I am this time. Right, now I have all this garbage from the open alt I need to get rid of. Right, let's see. I think it's actually good versus this deck. If I had Fav, I would side in all my Favs versus this deck. Pretty much. Right. Cut these. Cut. Right. This is what happens when you open all. You just end up with like a million garbage cards that you want to get rid of. Alright. We'll get into it. Oh, fuck, there's so much garbage. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck did I do this? Okay. God, this is kind of painful. What were the valuable ones? There was like a... Because I do love chat. I do want more people chatting, but then I realize that this is causing me some, Alright, there's the grief. Alright, we found the expensive ones, I guess, here. Solve those off. I think I don't even know if I broke ahead or not. I suspect it's actually close this time because I did open a few high value items. Right. Stefan lost, sadly. Okay. Add more. 99 tickets. Got 99 problems, but tickets ain't one. I guess is the way of putting it. Fable 29, Leyline Binding 22, Grief 10, Foul 10, Chalice 8, Brotherhood's End 3.66, Minx and Boo 3.6. Alright, Stefan's opponent was playing Grixis apparently.
Happy Friday.
Yo, He Who in the Water, thanks for the resub. No, it'll be live on next Tuesday or next Thursday, as far as I can tell. This person usually plays like a Delver deck, so this hand's pretty good. I'm gonna look for just planes, essentially. And maybe... Okay, that's really good, actually. I think I'm gonna draw the Plow and the Staff, but I don't think I need another Stoneforge. Planes would be a lot better to draw than with the other cards, though. I think I'm just gonna shuffle. Don't really want to draw these right now. Urza is on the list now? That makes sense. Just the card's just gonna be in demand forever, right? So Grixis Delver. That still means Plow is pretty good, and so is the Supreme Verdict, probably. Right. That's a really good draw. Just gonna play Staff out and see how they feel about it. What's up, Levi? Hope you're doing well. I'm 1-0 in the prelim, now I'm playing against B News alt account, I believe. So it says Rico 1997 backwards. I believe this is B new. On pitching that, sure. Get a 2-for-1 off my staff, that's fine. This will. They might not want to draw the Force. But we'll see what they do. Yeah. So it is Grixis Delver. Brainstorm's a good one. So my plan is to run them out of cards because I think nowadays without Delver having EI, you can definitely run them out of cards if they don't have like Mix and Brew or Court of Cunning or something like that. Choose Bobble, sure. Sure. Just gonna pick up my Queen 2-for-1. Okay. Got the Bandy Eye because it's still legal in Modern. Okay, that's pretty good for me. I think my plan is brainstorm into Stoneforge. I'm gonna shuffle away Dress Down in the land and keep everything else. I'm gonna get Batterskull here because they might not kill it if I do that the next turn. Depends on what they do. I mean, I expect this to die most of the time here. Yeah. It's kind of unreasonable to expect it not to die. See, sure. Actually, no reason to run that into days. Get Kaldra Compleat now. They're slowly running out of cards. This is what I mean. Oh, the Grixis decks definitely should play Painful Truths plus Sanctuary, I think. Because that's like the exact axis you want to be on versus a deck like this. That's like old HJ... Hans Jacob tech to do that shit. Where? Sure. The land's actually kind of okay to draw here too. I'm just gonna plow it and say go. If they force, I'm fine with that. Okay, now they're hellbent and I have a verdict behind. I can always just block, but I think my top cards... I think blocking is good, actually. I wanted to draw the land, so... Do I want to verdict just that? Probably not. So what I can do is just... cast this, get another token. Alright. They probably had a daze in hand. Alright. That was a free roll because I like basically got them with all my 2-for-1s pretty easily. Right. I like Rip. I like some number of Power Blast. I don't like Force of Will. Yeah, both of the Germ Makers fade Snuff out, which is kind of nice as well. Like, I think I'm actually pretty well set up for some. There's a question if you want Hydroblast or how many powers you want. I think I might just... don't want to split the difference. I don't think I need... Well, Dress Down lets me answer a true name if it gets onto the field. So I don't want it. I'm like, I can kill a true name anyways with Verdict, so it's kind of nice. Like, I'm very, very, very well set up for some, I think, is the reality. Even Wandering Emperor is pretty good, like, it makes it awkward for them once I get to a bunch of lands. I'm gonna keep. The only thing this hand's missing is like a cantrip or a plow.
this the winner's meta?
I guess it's the winner's meta. I think Gears Force Escape. It's actually like maybe I should have taken Spell Pierce out of my deck for something else. I sort of forgot. It's from Portal, and it's actually done by University of Maryland Gamer Symphony Orchestra. I know a bunch of people who play on that actually, so it's kind of cool to think about that. Well, I cannot use Spell Pierce fast enough. If they daze, that's fine. So I have a Bolt in hand. They daze my Rip. Do I care? Kind of. They're just Pyro the Delver. Off Mountain. Well, no. I think if you're gonna do that, you should just Pyro it. And save Plow for like a Gurmag Angler. I also think there's merit to just playing Rip. But I think I'm just gonna Pyro. I'm actually gonna wait and see what they do on their turn. I mean, obviously I could just do it during their upkeep, but I don't think there's a huge amount of difference here. I think I just want to get basics now. And just hope that I draw a few more fetches. Instead of anything else. Sure. People love this counterbalance shit, and I think it's like mostly not very good, honestly. What I'm going to do is just cast most of my spells into it. And just assume it doesn't work, and if it works, so be it. Like, the trick is you just don't play ones into it. Yeah, they revealed DRC. That's fine. Yep, they shuffled away the DRC. It's not even good. Okay, unfortunate. So they're probably going to, like, get me with some too now. Do I like the Yuta Fairy card? I don't know, I've never played with it. Alright, they did not have a 2, which is good for me. Alright, so I know they still have Bolt, so I'm just gonna ship and try to use the staff at some point. If I knew this was gonna resolve 100%, I would have fetched first, but I didn't have that option. But now I'm gonna fetch. They might kill the staff without the stack. Alright, they didn't. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna whack them with the spirit, I guess. They still don't have anything that flips it. Alright, I'll get Batterskull now. And just wait them out. They milled Murktide Regent. Makes sense. Right. Okay. Alright, I'll plow now. They have another one. They don't. They reveal Daze? Now their top card's Daze. That's so funny. Well, the thing is, Lackey, I'm also more inclined to just jam my shit into counterbalance, and people don't do that enough, I think, is the actual answer as well. I'm just gonna play Teferi now that their red's offline. What?! Boo! Boo! They have Brazen Bar in their hand? Sure. Snuff out. Okay.
It's a trip. It's got a funky beat.
So I know about this too. Okay. What's your plan? Okay. Wait, do they shuffle Days away or not? I think this is fine to still do. Alright, I'm just gonna trade that off for Borrower if they let me. Wow, I eventually killed the counterbalance. It only countered one of my spells. Chat. Like, lands are actively good draws for me, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Like, there's no reason to rush. Okay, that's good. I could have plowed this, but I don't think this creature even fucking matters. Like, I think what matters is they try to like clear my thing and try attacking me first. Like, Rip is just so insane versus most of the Delver decks right now, based on how they're constructed, you know? They bobbled me, then fetch. Oh, they already knew what was there from Brainstorm. That's right. Makes sense. Okay. Do I even want to cast this yet? I feel like they have a braid or some shit. Okay. I think they shuffled their snuff out away, so. Sure. Got anything else? Okay, that's great. That's great. Staff is just like a better endgame engine than the rest of their deck. That's what's going on here. Oh my god. Alright. Easy 2-0 in the prelim so far, chat. What's up, Sarah? Hope you're doing well. Nice to meet you last weekend. Dedge. Dedge. Oh, I've erased Atlanta from my memory as an event. Because the venue also fucking sucked. So that's why. Alright. Do I want to take a quick 3 minutes? I think I do, actually. I played 2 matches in a row while being frazzled about what deck to pick. So I'm going to take a quick 3 minutes, and then we'll start this Modern Sporcle. So I'll be right back in 3. Thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate you all. Probably, we'll open some chests after the prelim for the people who subbed. Well, I did open all, so maybe not. Be back in 3. Thanks. Alright, I'm back, chat. What I miss? Alright, predictions up for match 3. It's not gonna fire for a while, probably. So let's start the modern quiz. Right. So, all the lands, Misty Rainforest, Wooded Strand, Wooded Foothills, Mesa, Marsh Flats. Yes, post whatever you want. It's fine. We're here to do this together. Also, there's just a million fucking cards that's going to be in it. Bolt. Probably not Allosaurus Rider. Probably not. Nope. Grief, Solitude, Fury, Endurance, Prismatic Ending, Ren and 6, Fairy Time Raveler. I need to get a bunch of lands. Blood Fountain, Blood Shrine, Overgrown Tomb, Blood Crypt, Ragavan. I have a bunch of lands left. Arid. Black, Pluto Delta, Scouting Turn. Wait, oh I see. This is just a very big one. Watery Grave, Thoughtseize, Death Shadow, Breach, nope, Expressive Iteration, Counterspell, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, nope. Mystical Dispute, Violent Outburst, Ardent Plea, Shardless Agent. You can bet whatever you want. It won't offend me, trust me. Omnath Island, Snow-Covered Island. Forest, Snow-Covered Forest. Plains, Snow-Covered Plains. Swamp, Snow-Covered Swamp. Mountain, Snow-Covered Mountain. Spar Bluff Canal. Botanical Sanctum. Nope. Crashing, Footfalls, Mishra's Bauble, Living End. Blackcleave Cliffs, Dragons, Rage, Channeler. Still so many Ledger Shredder. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oops. Aldamaris. Call. Magus of the Moon. Blood Moon. Path Exile. Solitude. We already said that. Primeval Titan. Indomitable Creativity. Luster Storm. Dovin's Veto. Archmage's Charm. Engineered Explosives. Archon of Cruelty. Chalice of the Void. Expedition Map. Oh, Urza Saga. Force of Negation. Force of Vigor. Oh. We're only halfway through. Fire Ice. Fire Ice is at 99. Fairy. Unraveler. Fairy. Oh, I already got it. Stoneforge Mystic. Kaldra Compleat. Esper Sentinel. Colossus Hammer. Sparta's Aid. Ink Moth Nexus. No. consider Unholy Heat. Murktide region. Cabal coffers. Spells here. Herborg. Tomb of Yawgmoth. Yavimaya. Cradle of Growth. Bone Crusher Giant? Nope. Obosh, the Prey Piercer? Nope. Grief. Seasoned Pyromancer is a good one. Terminate, Gigantha. Gigantha's at 99. It was at 99, but so it's close. Grief, Gigantha. There's something between Teferi and Terminate. Brazen Borrower. Nope. It's barely down there. Temple Garden, yeah. Temple Garden. Territorial Kavu. Territorial Kavu. Nope. Tribal Flames. Nope. Am I missing any lands? I don't even know. It's so hard to tell. Chord of Calling. Oh, good call. Yawgmoth. Eldritch Evolution. Young Wolf. Those are all like down here, actually. They're like barely below. Urza's Tower. Leyline of the Void. Leyline of Sanctity. Windswept Teeth. Did I miss it? I did. What the hell? Verdant Catacombs. Probably missed. Gigantha was down here somewhere. It was 99, yeah. Bloodstain, Meyer, Scalding Turn, Ketria Triumph, Indantha Triumph, Rugrum Triumph, Jetmir's Garden, Zagoth Triumph. Alright, we're gonna pause for now. I'll come back after the next round. This person's playing Grixis, I was told. I think I keep because the staff's really good, and I just don't want a mulligan versus like him to Torok deck. All I need is one boost source as well. If I were on the play, I would mulligan probably. No, the reason it's good is it's not pyroblastable in the blue mirrors. I think is like a big part of it. gonna get disgusting if I just draw lands. Don't think you can... like, I thought about Urza Saga. You can play it. I chose not to. I might be a Tundra Mage IRL Legacy now. As sharing. Although I've had my Tundras for basically forever, if you're not surprised. I haven't been lands guy in a long time, I think, debatably. I mean, I top 8 a Grand Prix with Ren 6 Delver, but I guess that deck was just kind of broken, so that doesn't really count. Actually, I should remove from here, probably. Alright, I think I just need to find a white source. That's pretty good. I'm really just a spike at heart, I think is what people don't realize. I really hate losing. You're a Neoform guy? You're way more Neoform guy than I am lands guy, Azax. Take that as you will. I'm pretty sure I can escape it. I'm pretty sure I have. You can just check all my MTG goldfishes, both the MTGO one and the IRL one. Oh, it says Snapcaster K command, that's fine. Lances, that's also probably true. I don't want to give him a window to deal me 2 damage, but dying with one of them I think is almost certainly good. Okay. Put 3 staves down. We just want to tap out for Batterskull. Might not. I think I can just get further and further ahead. Kaldra and say go. I have one Wandering Emperor because I think it's just like a nice out to a lot of stuff. And I think you just need like one really big thing that's not blastable. Well, Stefan won his match in under 5 minutes. What the hell? Edict, sure. Stefan's playing Azorius Saga Standstill with the staff as well, I believe. Oh, I also didn't want to give away his spot completely, but whatever. Alright, so we can also reset this, or I could just plus. Plussing is probably better. The reason I think plussing is better is they can't just like one-shot my Teferi and it like colds off their forces. Yeah, I think we're in a really good spot. Like, they can him me, but whatever, that's fine. Some Murktide, I guess? It's fine, I'll just use my Teferi to bounce some Murktide. Why is there Murktide in their deck? They only made it a 4/4 because they know it's going to get bounced. It's kind of smart, I guess. I'm gonna shuffle that. Don't think it's good enough. That is probably good enough. Yeah, so multiple staves get out of control really quickly. Is him good? I don't know. It looks like my opponent himmed me like 3 times and it doesn't seem like it will actually do anything. I'm kind of worried about time pressure, so I'm gonna just play fast while I can. No, I think, like, Mix and Boo is still pretty powerful, I think. Okay. Is that even good? I mean, I think what's going to happen is I'm probably going to take the initiative on my turn. So I still have a bunch of removal. Horsey's still sick? I don't know. Like, they're just different decks. It's just a question of what you want your engine to be, I think, more than anything else. In my opinion. So I can brainstorm, use this to take the initiative. Right, you don't get to do that. Well, this probably takes the initiative, rather. Like, their blocks are just so awful. I can draw a card from this one first. Right, brainstorm. What's up, Nob? Hope you're having a good one. We're 2-0 in this prelim. This is game 1 versus Grixis control. Value accumulating. We're both accumulating value on the margins, I guess is way of putting it. Just want every planes possible. Plus. I could just cast this, actually. How many plasma I have left? 3? I'm just gonna cast it, to be fair. No, I want to brainstorm first. Because if I just find removal, it informs my attacks as well. Pikes. Like, if I just find removal spells, it gets way better for me, I feel like. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Murktide Regent number 2. Sure. I still have 3 plows left. They started it with Caves of Chaos Adventure. So they can go into Forge or Lostwell. Lostwell makes a lot more sense in these matchups. So if I just find a bunch of plows, it's going to be pretty easy to win. If I don't, it might be difficult to win. Also, getting my Batterskull hymned actually made a big difference this game, I think, as well. So if they don't draw anything, it's kind of weird. I think I'm just going to block regardless because I have 3 draws. I still have 2 verdicts in my deck as well. Like, obviously, this might be a little bit too defensive, but I feel like I actually have a lot of good things going for me. Obviously, now I wish I had gone to Trap, or the Forge Trap path, but I think that's like just a little bit too optimistic to work out, you know? It doesn't kill my germ, so this is another reason to play it this way. Alright, that was a fun one. Alright, Force is fucking dog shit versus a him deck. Like Grip versus them. White Remand? Yeah, I think so, probably. I don't know, sure. Dahlia Thraven, thank you for the Prime sub. Let me know if I should do anything for you. I want Hole Breacher. 1 mana win the game? I think I like it in Hammer, actually. Like a small amount in Hammer, if that makes sense. By the way, in these matchups, I don't really like removal that much. So, I'm gonna shave on removal. And just fight over card advantage stuff. Thraven, Valiant Thraven, are you an XJ Cloud alt? Not all of them. I think I want 3 Rebs, not 4. Oh, I actually like Verdict, given how they're set up. I think this is like a reluctant keep, but I am gonna keep. Obviously, this Ponder has a lot of lifting to do. If I find a land, like, then I might actually hold off on casting the Ponder as well. So just leave up Pyro for a thingamajig. Alternatively, I could just leave this up, and if they do nothing, I'll just EOT Brainstorm. Because I just want to Pyro Strix cleanly, if they let me do that. Alright. Guess they didn't do that. It's fine. So I also think in these matchups, having Sweeper in your deck is better than having Spot Removal because it cleans up all the Baleful Strix. They're Grixis only. Nub. I don't know if that counts as irresponsible to you, but that's how it is. Like, I guess, is 3 colors irresponsible in Legacy? Kind of, you could make that case it is, but... Well, there's no Death Right. Which is, like, kind of the card that makes it different. I'm just gonna do this turn. Because it KOs all of their K commands, all of their Delve cards are offline. Putting bad cards in your 3-color deck is irresponsible. Gonna get Kaldra. If they kill it, that's fine. The problem is with getting Batterskull is it's like so awful versus K command that the payoff's not even there, even if it works. Do I care? I care if they kill my Stoneforge, so I'm gonna do it. A blue-green modern deck whose lands are on-tap duels. I think I care because I think the way they win is tempo instead of anything else, because all of their engines are shut off because of Rip. Like, I think the damage is just worth too much, honestly, to them. Like, yeah, this wasn't even that bad for me, all things considering. I could have spell pierced it, but I don't think it's worth it. What? What? I guess they have one. Yeah, I think they're just flooded, most likely. I'll take one to keep the option of being able to Pyroblast that, but I don't think I'm going to Pyroblast. I think I'm just going to take a little bit of damage from it. Kind of hope they play another creature. Although if it's a Strix, I'll probably just Verdict it. Okay, well, I'll just take 3 and then Verdict with their creatures. If I draw land, it works out even better. So I can leave a Pyro. That is not actually ideal, but... can I take 3 more damage? To wait to draw land? I think I can take 3 more damage to wait 1 turn for a land drop. Of course, it's not exactly free to do this. Where's it? Okay, well, I got paid off for my decision, I think, like, pretty hard. Because if they just cast that when I'm out from Verdict, it's kind of a disaster, actually. Okay, this is actually pretty good here. This is like actually a better play than Staff, I think, to do this turn. Or to do than Verdict this turn. I mean, I think it is pretty likely they have 1 land in hand, but I think just taking 3 damage doesn't even matter. I mean, obviously it matters, but I don't think it matters enough to, like, alter how I play. I will gladly trade. Let me... No. Okay, that's good too. It's likely to get blasted, I think. I think that's actually okay. Sure. Like, I'm at 10, they have 1 card in hand, I have 5. If I draw lands, it's good for me. If they draw lands, it's like really bad for them, so I think they're just in a tough spot as it goes. Okay, yeah. This is like... Now the end is nigh, I think. Yeah, hitting a land's really good, so... Yeah, didn't hit. Sure. I can Verdict. I'm gonna block, then Verdict them. Is Staff just AK? Well, it makes a board presence. It's closer to Baleful Strix, I think. Alright, so looking good so far. Under first. I think a Brainstorm's really good. Staff's also insane. I'm also going to keep the Plow. I think, like, now my opponent's just kind of in huge trouble. Accumulated Knowledge, which is like a throwback card as well. Alaska? That's kind of funny that you brought that up. It's not Alaska, though. My opponent's basically dead now, like... This also I didn't want a Magus of the Moon, though. I didn't think it was going to work out. Like, and it really wouldn't. They have like a million basics. Sure. I can just untap and apply that. I actually think I want them to start the initiative because I think it's way better for me than for them. And get... So the plains, an island, and a mountain left for basics, but... Plateau... Okay. Gonna get island. Boom! We got that value, chat. I was the last match somehow. I win round 4 to Plume. Yep, let's put the prediction up. So I could be paired versus Z. I can't, well, could be paired versus Stefan, Snoopy Magic, Imph, or Lord Beerus. Can I draw in? There are no draws on MTGO still. The prizes are just 4-0 something, 3-1 something, 2-2 something, so... Drawing doesn't even do anything, even if it were to exist, I think. Right, I think I might play a Legacy League with something else after this. I'm not sure what. Alright, let's see who we got for round 4. Oh, I already bought a ticket for Dallas, yeah, so I'm gonna hang out and do stuff. It's gonna be sweet. Whoa, Lord Beerus is shouting me out. Why is there a shout happening? Rodeo Goat? I've been to Dallas a bunch of times. Alright, Snoopy Magic. This is good for all of Snoopy Magic's range, I think. Usually they're Reanimator like Sneak and Show. So that's why this hand's like pretty goated versus both of those, actually. It's like Reanimator. Are we 3-0, 6-0? Yes, actually, somehow. Okay, they took my Force of Will, sure. Wish this was on a plateau right now, honestly, but... I think I'm just gonna leave up the Misstep for Entomb, or Reanimate. Basically need a second blue source. The reason I switched back to this deck, I think this deck is better set up versus Reanimator than the last deck was. Like the deck I played yesterday was. Okay, that's good. Actually... I'm gonna try to kill them. I don't... Like, if I was, like, slightly further ahead, I would not do this. And I would just ponder for reactive stuff, but I think this is better. They just have a second Entomb. That would be unfortunate. What the fuck? Alright. I'm probably dead this game. Dead. Yeah, I mean, I've, like... This is actually a matchup where... Well, I guess I have 2 Rip, 2 Surgical, and a Containment Priest, which is a lot. But this is a matchup where, like, having a bunch of Surgical and Rip... Like, you just want as many as you can get your hands on, realistically speaking. Right. It's like... Let's see if they have the Show and Tell. They don't have the Show and Tells. They do have Dothy, Voidwalker, and Magus, and Shieldred. So I'm gonna leave in some number of plows. But yeah, I'm basically fucked now. Sarah's Emissary. Probably just get Archon. I guess the way I could win is if I draw... Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna get that far if I had to guess. Alright. Yeah, I mean, when Reanimator keeps 7... Like, sure, I won the die roll, but that didn't even matter very much, honestly. Alright, Verdict. This was a very unsatisfying game. Alright. This is not the type of game I want to play versus them. Just a tough deck, TBH. Yeah, kind of. Match is going to end before the prediction. Alright, end submissions. Ha, got him. Alright,
Hi Jarvis. Happy Friday.
Yo, personally, and happy Friday. I didn't see you in San Diego. I didn't know if you were going or not, I guess. Maybe we can hang out again real soon, but... Alright, I think the endings are kind of bad. I think I'm gonna have Hydro for both Magus and Faithless Looting. Reanimator reverse matchup? Probably not. I think this matchup is totally fine, especially my sideboard's extremely hateful. But I mean, game 1, like, they kept 7, they kind of tore me apart, so, you know, that's how it is. Keep. Not really allowed to mulligan this one, even though, like, this hand's probably worse than it looks. Kept 7 again? Fuck. Yeah, Dallas, I already bought a ticket for, so that's why I'm going to it. No, I wouldn't. I think that would be fucking maniacal to mulligan this. Another land's not ideal. Yeah, but they're down 2 cards at least. Maybe they just don't have a way to break through. Okay, never mind. It's very unfortunate. I was just hoping to draw a Rip or a Priest or something to defend myself for one more turn. Or like something to close it. You think you can find a hand that's better than that? This Shieldred? Okay, guess I got. This is also why I left in all my plows, though. I think casting my Surgical in Response doesn't do anything except get me killed faster. Alright, Brainstorm. Okay, at least that relieves all of the pressure. They're down to 2 cards. And the stack. Alright, I'm gonna plow it. Okay, that's an Ancestral Recall. Thank you. I'm searching for basics because of whatchamacallit, Magus of the Moon, just in case. Well, how are they going to Gristlebrand into a Hole Breacher? Kind of unfortunate. Guess you have my Kaldra Compleat. My hand's still pretty good though, so. I think I'm just gonna say go and EOT the Breacher. Okay. I like my chances in this race. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, sure, I could see it. Alright, they don't want to participate in this race. I will kill their thing. So, I think, Matt, one thing you're missing is a lot of Reanimator players abuse the fact that people over mulligan versus them when they keep on 7. And it leads to a lot of shit like this. Archon. The last card is Shieldred. It is very beatable for my deck, considering I did not take out any plows in anticipation of this shit. I mean, if you expect me to be unable to beat a Shieldred, that seems fine, but I think that's an unrealistic proposition given how most of these decks are built. And especially if I don't cut my plows. Sure. I think I'm gonna hold this one for Brainstorm just in case. Shieldred loses to Batterskull? No, they just don't attack, right? This was a punishment for not playing Land last turn, actually. Alright, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna continue on course. I don't think there's a reason to rush, essentially. Oh, put it on the... Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't consider that, actually, but... That's a good point. Also, Shieldred straight up loses his Supreme Verdict, which is kind of funny, you know? Alright, game 3 on the draw. Guess this is the one that's the scary one. I'm leaving in all my plows, especially based on what they show me. Also, I took most of my bad cards out, like Staff's not great, Wandering Emperor's mediocre, Pending's not great. Hydroblast is debatable, but I think I would rather have Hydro over the other cards. Dragon's Black. Oh, I don't know. This is kind of close. If I had a cantrip, this would be simple. I think I'm actually supposed to ship, but it's definitely close. So I need time for this hand, but it's good besides that. I think this is like Reluctant Keep on 6. I think you're supposed to mulligan that first hand because I think it actually loses to the game plan that they showed you in game 2. Whereas this hand, I think you can conceivably win versus both plans if you have a little bit of time. But obviously it's not as clear-cut as that. Did someone screenshot that hand? Can someone actually screenshot that hand? If they want to go back into the VOD a little bit. So I think that's kind of an interesting one. I might like think about it again later. I think I might just ship the Volk instead. Like, Volk doesn't do anything for some. Or it's Volk or second Stoneforge. But I think I might just take the Volk. I mean, if they have Swamp, Ritual, Entomb, Exhume, I'll get God, but that's fine. Brainstorm. Okay. It's a really good draw, actually. Then that bridges me to the turn I need. Very frustrating. Your last card really Reanimate? I guess I'm forced to Spell Pierce it. So, incidentally, I do have all of my, plows in, so I'm not going to give up, obviously, but it's certainly not a good spot for me. Not a good spot for me. Do they just have Snuff out? Come on. So frustrating. Did anyone take a screenshot of that deck or of that hand? Should have taken a screenshot. So F the haters who gambled against it. Alright, let me see if I can find it. Nope, can't replay it yet because we're still in an event. Alright, guess I'll... Actually, I guess I'll just go find the 7 real quick and think about it. See if I can... Should be accessible in the video. Wait. Okay, I found it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's always close. It's the problem. Alright. So I think now I'm going to build another deck and play it in one league to wrap up the stream. And I'll allow people to vote We'll give it 5 minutes. Gonna take a quick 3-minute break after that match. So, be right back in 3 minutes.